going on, YouTube? This is Chase with Chasin Bass, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different. We're not going fishing, but we're going to be making fishing lures, so it's going to be pretty cool. This is a new hobby I just got into. I started off with an open pore mold. Soft plastics is what it is. Started off with an open pore mold, and it was a little 3-inch drop shot bait. It had to be super precise. It's kind of hard. But now I've got into it, and I'm doing the injection baits. I've got a dual injector. It's kind of fun knowing that you can make your own colors, coming up with custom colors. It's pretty cool. Just ordered like 5 gallons of plastisol. I started out with like a little quart size, and I'm already almost done with that. So now I ordered 5 gallons and some more colorant and glitters and all that. But I'll show you what I've got so far. We'll make a dual injection, a dual color bait today, and show you how to do it. So stay tuned. I've got to put up a light too. This is I don't have enough light in my little shop area where I'm working at, so we'll do that. All right. That's not going to work. It just has 2 prongs. No ground. Alright. That works. Safety first, kids. Oh, we have light. Alright guys, well we have light now. So I'm going to show you my work area and what I have so far and how I do this on making these soft plastic baits. I started off with, I'll show you right here, a silicone mold. It's an open pore mold. And what you do with that is you heat up your plastic in a Pyrex cup and you just hand pour it, in there. You can do, dual colors, all sorts of stuff. That's pretty fun. But then I wanted to get into injection baits with, ooh, don't break it, injection molds, which are cool. I ordered these offline on, I think I saw them on eBay, and then I went to their website, baitmolds.com, or I'll link it in the description below where you can get the molds. But I bought all my colors, my plastisol, my glitter, everything else from Do It Molds. They have really good colors from what I understand, and I mean, so far I'm liking their colors. They're pretty cool. They're like paint almost. It's not real watery, and I did a lot of research and people like that, and I like it. It only takes a couple drops really. So I'll show you what all I've got so far. I started off with this single injector, and I just recently ordered the dual injector from, this one's from Bass Tackle. Man, the quality on this thing is just way better than this one from Do It Molds. It has locking end cap so you don't push it out on accident. But I've got my plastisol from Do It Molds, my Essential Series. Got all my color, my softener, my worm oil. I've got some hardener. I've got other stuff. There's all my glitter right there. I've got some more stuff like pearl powder. I've got some super glow chartreuse. This stuff actually glows in the dark. UV powder, kind of like what Tight Lines UV uses in their baits. But guys, I'm going to show you how to actually make a bait and how I'm doing it, and it's really fun. So here we go. Alright guys, so what you want to do on getting ready to set up these molds to get ready to inject is you want to go ahead and get your molds all ready, and I clamp them down. And then you want to get your Pyrex cups, make sure they're all cleaned out. And we're actually going to use plastic baits And we're going to do a dual color. And look, I've got a ton of green pumpkin right here. We're going to get some of that. We're going to do dual color, so green pumpkin, and we're going to do green pumpkin and watermelon. That's what we'll do. Like a watermelon red. I've got quite a bit of this stuff, so it's just be a different laminate. So I get all my baits, and what I do is I cut them so they're easier to melt in the microwave. So take some of this, and you can just, you know, get all sorts of different baits and just cut them up. All right, so there's what you do. Cut them up just like that. And this isn't going to be a super high contrast bait, so you're not going to be able to really see the difference between the two baits, but it's just going to be, you might be able to on camera, I'm not sure. But it's just, I've got a lot of these two colors, so that's what I'm going to use. And instead of just doing a single color, I would rather have, you know, something a little different than just green pumpkin or watermelon red. Next thing you want to do is heat this up in the microwave. So while that's getting ready in the microwave, you also want to have your gloves ready. You need gloves because this, when it comes out of the microwave, it's super hot. You can see it's not quite ready, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir it. So, that off there. Yep. Yep. Takes a little bit. You can see it's kind of getting melted. Minutes, we're going to pop it in there some more. And it depends on your microwave. You know, this is I think a 900 watt microwave. You know, if you have a 1000, 1200 watt, it's going to heat it up a lot faster. So just depends on what microwave you got. It's getting there. It's starting to bubble. I am normally wearing this respirator, but if I was wearing that, I don't think you could hear me very well. So I'm not wearing it, but most of the time I wear it because this is pretty toxic chemicals, I believe. It doesn't smell very good, so I know it can't be very good for you. One thing that I do hate, I don't hate very many things, but I do hate this, dislike it very much, is when people throw their used plastics in the water. That is definitely not a good thing, because what happens is the fish will eat them. They'll swell up, and then the fish can't pass it through their gut, and you know, some of them will die. And you know, if you lose a big fish, that's not good. And when you can save all your plastics, you can get big bags like this and remelt them like we're doing now, and make more baits that you can use. Why wouldn't you do that? There is some bait companies out there that actually only, you can find them on Instagram, that only use recycled baits. They have bait programs where you can send them in, but I'm not doing that because I'm using mine for my own personal stuff. But if you're not going to get into this and you want to do that, that's another thing you can do, and it just helps the environment out, guys. So don't throw your baits in the water. It's a pet peeve of mine. Alright, it's probably good to go. Give it a final stir. But there is something else I'm going to do. I've got some of this smelly jelly. This is like a crawfish scent. I'm going to add a little bit to my bait, so you don't smell the plastic. I'm also going to add a little plastic softener. And this will keep your bait, make your baits a little bit softer. And then we're going to stick this in there. Suck it up. I want to push it right back out because I'm trying to heat up this aluminum. Alright, so we're going to eject our bait now. Bring it right over here. Stick it in there. And you're just going to push down. Kind of hold it. Then pull up. And you want to fill up the sprue, the top. And then we're going to take this off. Inject your used plastic back in. Alright. I'm going to open this up. While this is cooling, and you do want to keep this topped off. Because what happens... Got a little excited. What happens is when that plastic cools, it shrinks. And if you don't have this filled up, for some reason, that it messes up your baits. It makes the baits where they're not perfect inside that mold. They have like air pockets and stuff. So I just like to pour a little on top. Keep it topped off. So now while I'm letting this cool, I go ahead and get ready for another pour. So I take this apart. And you can see how this works. I don't know if you can see that in the light. Let's see. I don't know if you can see that. But you can see there's one color on this side, another color on that, and it goes into one. So I take these, I put them back in their Pyrex cups. Put that back together. And then what I'm going to do... I'm going to clean this out. All you do is take your plastic off of there, put it where it goes. Get off of this one. And what I was talking about, how this bass tack one is better quality, they have locks. And so you're just going to push it out. Super easy cleanup, guys. Just put it back. You can see. You're basically ready for another pour. But we got to wait for this to cool. You want to wait a couple minutes. So we're going to wait. All right, so it's been a couple minutes. We're going to go ahead and unclamp this. Clamps out of the way, and now we're going to open it up. It's heating up the plastic a little bit. So as you can see, it came out pretty nice. Pinch it off. What you're going to do is you want to lay these perfectly straight. So I'm just pinching it off right here. I'm laying it down. You can see that it's not perfect. See that little imperfection right there? That's just an air pocket when it shrank. So, but it's still usable. You want to lay your bait perfectly flat, because if they're, like that, it's going to cool like that and not be right. So you want to lay it and let it cool out. Alright guys, so if you like this video, please give it a like and also subscribe to the channel. What I'm going to be doing is bringing you more videos like this. We're actually going to be coming up on the 18th. We're going to go to Tyler State Park. They're stocking that lake with trout, and I'm going to get there super early and try to get that on camera. And then we're going to be throwing some big swim baits. I've got them in here somewhere. Throwing some swim baits for some monster bass, because what happens is those bass in that lake feed up on those trout and they get huge. I believe there's already been a 14-pounder caught out of that lake. I'm not sure, but hopefully that'll be coming soon. That'll be this Saturday. Today's Monday, and look forward to shooting that video. Might shoot one in between here and there, but like I said, guys, please subscribe to the channel and give it a like. All right, guys, see you later.